I came from New York City to live the Maine life. I was hired to design outdoor footwear.
I live the Maine life. We're looking for college grads, so come get your check.
I came from Venezuela to live the Maine life. I opened my own restaurant.
Learn more about hundreds of Maine jobs and our tax program for college grads at liveandworkinmaine.com.
Hey everyone, greetings from Greenville, Maine. My first time fly fishing. Bob, where are we?
We're on the east outlet, just the start of the Kennebec River.
How am I doing?
You're doing okay. You're in the river.
Here's a look at what's coming
and
up.
you've had a strike.
Well, maybe a little bit one. Cheers.
To a great season.
To a great season. Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm Erin O'Valley. My co-host for the day is...
Bob Howe.
You're the master guide.
I am.
Master fishing guide, and you're watching MaineLife.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Good morning, everyone. We just arrived here at the lodge at Moosehead Lake, warmly greeted by new executive chef Stephen and his lovely wife Katie. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is my first time to the area, and you're fairly new to Maine as well.
About a month now.
And you said Houston to Maine.
Yep.
How's the transition been?
It's been great. I love the atmosphere. I love the people. I love the availability of product, especially these blueberries up here. They have Maine blueberries. They're smaller. They pack a huge punch, almost like a champagne grape. Very healthy for you.
Yeah, they're kind of a big deal around here.
Yes, very big deal around here.
Well, thank you so much. We are excited to dine with you, get to know you and Katie a little bit better, also meet the owners and explore this beautiful area. Before we share with you this week's Maine business, we must share with you the magnificent, beautiful views we saw coming into Greenville. Thanks.
We are proud to support Maine businesses. Not only are they our customers, they are the lifeblood of our state. Whether they're entrepreneurs who have come here to try to grow a business and make a life, or whether they've been in a 6th-generation business in Maine, we're proud of them all.
I decided to go to the University of Maine. I grew up in the northwest part of Vermont, and then when I got out, I was looking for more in the marketing space, and specifically a little bit more digital. It was the .com era, and I was able to kind of get into more opportunities as I went more south, which put me in Boston. We always had a yearn to get back to Maine. My husband was born here and raised here. When we got the opportunity to come back, I jumped on it and was lucky and fortunate enough to have a fantastic opportunity that relocated our family back to Maine. We moved up here to Scarborough from Boston, and we wanted a town that was still accessible to Boston, but allowed us to have a community feel. Scarborough's been great for that. We're at Scarborough grounds now. We tend to be here on the weekends very often. We have our barber shop called the Burrows, where the boys go to, which is fantastic, and a Pilates studio down the road. And it's really a sense of community, and it allows the family to kind of grow and appreciate where we're from and really value the family traditions and life that we're building here.
We know that Unum very much invests in the community as well. here?
Everyone volunteers. We have a ton of different opportunities to do that. Some are organizationally where we do it as a team and we get out in the wilderness and clean up the beaches. Most of that is around getting into public education and mentoring and helping students in the community. There has been a ton of effort and opportunity, quite frankly, to do what fits you best as a person in the organization.
Well, let's go check out the campus and meet some of your colleagues.
That sounds great. Thank you.
So tell me what it's like for you to come to work every day.
There's 2,800 employees on the Portland campus. Any given day you'll find children down in the lobby where we're doing mentorship programs, tech nights where there's high school students here to talk about tech, and really looking at the different opportunities to be part of the company. Coming to work is really part of your everyday life, and you see the same people and you really feel part of a bigger thing. So it's absolutely its own community in and of itself.
So with 2,800 employees here at the Portland campus, opportunities to grow, should somebody be interested in working here? Tell us a little bit about what it's like.
Well, it's a Fortune 500 company, and it's absolutely something that has been maturing in terms of what we're bringing to this space. So there's a ton of opportunities that range from marketing, which is what I'm in, to technology, to really just helping out our clients altogether. Unum is about people, making sure that anyone who's in need of what we do with disability insurance, that they are getting what they need at the time that they're given it.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm looking for the perfect match. I need someone who's good with kids. I could definitely use a helping hand. I want someone I can really talk to.
Please say a command.
Someone who always has my back. I just want someone who really gets me. Hi, I'm Sharon. Nice to meet you.
It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we meet one of the nicest human beings, Master Maine guide, philanthropist, entrepreneur, and true Mainer, Bob Howe, we're going to head out on the deck to meet the owners before fly fishing, enjoy the magnificent view and a charcuterie board that Chef prepared. We just want to take a moment to thank the Bordises, the owners here, for having us to experience all the beauty that surrounds us. Tell us a little bit about, yourselves.
We bought the inn in the spring of 2007. Before that, Linda had her own marketing consulting business. I was a tax attorney and a CPA. The nice thing about the business, and one of the reasons we decided to do it, was that it gave Linda and myself the opportunity to work on the same thing, use our professional backgrounds, but to have the same goal.
Time after time, guests, see the images and the pictures on the website and are pleased to know that the real thing is better than what they see on the web. So we always try very hard to, I guess, undersell and over-deliver might be the right thing to say.
Hi, Erin. We're holding down the fort here at MYRO Studios in downtown Portland while the Maine Youth Rock Orchestra is preparing for our upcoming show with Guster on August 12th at Thompson's Point. In the meantime, we have our own intern, a senior at Bowdoin College, Sam Kyzivat, performing some original compositions. This first one's called Dusk.
Well, let's go take a walk in the river.
All right.
Okay? All right.
How long have you been doing this?
Guiding or fishing?
Fishing. Your whole life?
50 years.
50. So you're like, what, 52?
No, 62.
Really?
Yeah.
We go down this way?
We are. We try to be respectful to all the other fishermen.
Okay.
So we'll let these guys fish here and we'll go find another place.
All
Okay?
right.
You always have to be respectful
That's
for.
a mosquito.
That's okay. He ain't gonna eat that much.
I'm feeling lucky.
Huh?
I'm feeling lucky.
You're feeling lucky, huh? Okay, now we want to see your line is down there,
Yeah.
and we want to cast it up there so your fly will ride down on the water, on the surface, okay?
Oh, I see it.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to help you pick it up. Half cast. Okay, you see your fly?
Ooh, where?
It went right by. You got to
Oh.
mend that a little bit.
Here, fishy, fishy. So then
Okay.
you just keep doing this until you feel it?
Yeah, until you see them.
Oh, come on.
False cast once.
Oh, I see what you just
See 'em
did. I
floating,
see him,
and
I
you
see
mend
him,
the
I
line
see
over
him.
like that so it floats naturally.
You think the fish are watching him?
Yeah, from underneath.
Do you see any?
I know, you don't see them.
Are they there?
They're there. Okay, try it again. All right, see it right there?
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, you see that fish in it?
No! Did it?
Yeah, I fished
Oh,
him up and
no.
grabbed it.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Did he get it?
No, you didn't set the hook.
What do you mean? Like I have to be faster?
You have to, when you see it hit, you set the hook like that, right?
Oh, tell me when you see it.
All right, and then
What did you see?
he came up like this in the bottom and grabbed it.
No way.
Yeah. Now you got to explain to these people that you've never used a fly rod in your life.
Why, do I look bad?
No, but these people don't, and they'll say, what the heck, why are they struggling?
Wait, these people or these people?
No, the people you're talking to.
Oh, wait, I'm struggling. My God, I saw
You've done
it.
well.
Oh my gosh. Well, you guys should try it.
Yeah.
Tell us about your philanthropy.
Well,
You want to talk about it?
I like to bring beginners hunting and fishing, and I like to bring American heroes.
How many?
I bring about 400 guys a year hunting or fishing for free,
Oh, I see them.
and it doesn't cost them anything to bring them and their families, put them up and bring them fishing and hunting, and we've been doing it for a long time.
What's it called again?
Pine Grove programs. But back then it wasn't a program, it was just me taking the guys fishing. And then when I bought the lodge, we said, wow, I got some empty beds. We might as well fill them with veterans.
Oh, cool.
And then it just grew from there.
Get the stamp of approval?
Go.
Okay. So guys, after a successful fly fishing trip, and when I mean successful, I mean we've got 2 nibblers, but I had a blast with the tour guide, Bob. But now we had a great breakfast, a great lunch, and we're gonna, before dinner, take a tour around this beautiful property and share with our friends all that there is to see here. So we're standing in the great room in front of this beautiful fireplace. It's a natural fireplace, correct?
Yeah, this
Which
is. Go ahead,
is
Dennis.
really-
Tell them about your fireplace here.
Yeah, the lodge is celebrating its 100th birthday this year, actually.
Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday.
And it was built as a summer place by a banker from Connecticut. It was built on a modest scale, but with a great deal of warmth. And this is the original fireplace, and it works just as well as it ever did.
This is the Allagash Suite, and it's named after the Allagash waterways that are up here. And these are antique oars on the walls that were donated to us from a small town called Brockwood, which is in this area. They add, obviously, a lot of character and history to this room.
So the his and hers
Yeah, they all have double vanities in all the suites over here. They all have big double jacuzzi style tubs.
Wait, you handmade this?
Yes. Yeah, Dennis again touched that.
Wow.
He did.
Dennis, good job.
Many of the details are still original. A lot of the original character has been maintained. Being at the lodge has allowed me to do a lot of different things. We do a lot of the restoration ourselves, and it just helps attach us to the property, and it gives us a sense of accomplishment, like we're contributing to the very long history of a very special place.
Time to eat.
All right.
Hey.
The belle of the ball.
Oh my gosh, what a long but awesome day. Hi,
They tell me you're a
Katie.
professional
Hi,
fly
I'm
fishing.
Erin.
How did you feel about
Nice
that?
to
anyway?
meet you.
How did you feel about the fly fishing?
Oh my God, have you done it?
Never. I need to learn. That's what I want to learn. Bob's going to teach me how to do all that stuff.
It was so much fun, and you know what he said? I'll forget about all my worries, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, yeah.
right.
And I did. It was so much fun. How long have you been in Maine?
Oh, wow. I think going on 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. 6
Welcome.
weeks.
I didn't know it was that.
Yes, very.
Holy
very
cow,
soon. So
how's it going?
Great. I love it up here.
So what are you looking forward to most?
Living here?
Yeah, living, working.
I love every day. It's an adventure. Everyone's nice here, which is.
Everyone is so
Isn't it?
nice.
Everyone's nice.
I live in Portland, but up here, like, everyone waves to everybody.
Oh, I
like,
know.
did you know that person? No.
And if you really know them, you give them the 2 fingers.
Is that, yeah.
That's if you know them.
Well, we're so happy to have you.
Well, thank you. I'm very glad
what
you're
a
here.
treat. So nice to meet you. And all right, I'm gonna go back to the table and do your magic.
All right.
And we'll see you in a bit.
All right.
Thank you so much for having us. My first trip to Moosehead. Thank you. Nice to meet you. We're both newbies here in Moosehead.
Yes.
And congratulations. And I cannot wait to come back. You guys have been so hospitable.
Anytime.
And this view, are you kidding me? I'll be back in the fall. Cheers.
Cheers. To a great
To
season.
a great season. Thank you. Time now to meet our main innovator and creator. Here's this week's Game Changer.
We support Game Changers because it's the only outlet of its kind that seeks out and celebrates this kind of innovative and creative talent here in Maine.
Welcome back to Game Changers. I'm here today with Nicola Chin. I know you do a lot of community organizing. I know you do a lot of work to build your community. Tell our viewers a little bit about what you do day in and day out.
Yeah, well, what I love doing is helping teams of people overcome the obstacles to moving from ideas to action. After about 12 years in working and building teams, in building organizations, fundraising, communications, client services, I saw so many teams that had the right ideas and didn't know how to execute.
That's such an interesting gap sort of in the work that people are doing around community building around the state. How directly is your work around the state sort of helping to build sort of capacity, for lack of a better term, across the state?
Right. So business owners, nonprofits will come to me and say, hey, we just did this great strategic planning process, or we just created this awesome value statement and we're not living up to it.
And so when they do that, how do you react to that?
Yeah, well, I look at 5 different points of intervention. I ask them, have they properly addressed the problem? Do they really know the root cause of what they're trying to fix? Have they set intention? Are they all speaking the same language across their team? Have they really rectified what they're doing in their individual role and what their team has to do as a group? I look at, have they built a strong container? Do they have strong decision-making processes, conflict resolution? And then I really look at, do they have the knowledge, skills, and mindsets to do and live the vision and values that they've set.
Such an incredible part of that. That mindset part is so critical to success in a lot of our communities. So I know you've seen a lot of projects and a lot of doers across the state. So if you had a magic wand, if you had a moonshot that you could accomplish, what would that be?
It would be to have more people in Maine understand power and how to work with it more effectively on their teams. So often the silent killer of our change projects is not understanding how dynamics of power and identity impact our ability to execute. And so I'd love more people in Maine to understand what relationships of power are at play in their teams and how to manage them effectively.
Sounds like if we figured that out, there'd be a whole lot more community building, a whole lot more capacity across the state.
And agency. Like, I want people to feel empowered to change their community, and so often they feel disempowered and isolated in their businesses and in their workplaces. So if we can transform that, I think we can do better in community.
I think so too.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks a lot.
Well, our time here at the Lodge at Moosehead Lake has sadly come to an end, but we want to thank everybody who made our first trip to Moosehead a very special one. And we will be back to enjoy the many other outdoor activities this beautiful region has to offer. And maybe next time we'll actually see a real live moose. We're sending it back now to my partner in crime, Kevin Oates, at MYRO Studios with this week's Maine Music. Until next time, thanks everyone.
And we're back here at MYRO Studios in downtown Portland. Ames Ponte from Maine Today Media and I sat down with musician Sam Kyzivat and discussed his approach to music and what's in store for him as he graduates Bowdoin College. Why don't you walk us through like what you have going on here? Because this is something new a little bit to me. Like with Connor Garvey did this a little bit, and then but kind of walk us through what the effects pedals do for your instrument.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, I started on classical violin in 4th grade, and then I got to high school and I wanted something more, so I bought the electric violin and then slowly started getting addicted to effects pedals, as you can see. So my sound starts in a Strymon Blue Sky, which is a reverb pedal. So this gives it that kind of airy, spacey effect. There's a shimmer effect, which regenerates octaves above. It just gives it an expansive sound. This is an octave generator, so it allows me to shift my sound up an octave or down an octave so that the violin could sound like a cello or like a really high, tinny violin. So this is how I get kind of the bass sound in my loop. This white one is a Boss DD3. It's a delay pedal, so that makes the kind of echo. This is how I'm a one-man band, essentially. So like, for example, if I did something like you can double time it, right? So it's twice as fast.
What's one venue in Maine you really want to play?
One Longfellow.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I should start with some smaller ones, but
You never know.
Yeah, maybe Blue. Blue would be cool.
Oh yeah. So you do the music. You're a student. You're writing original compositions all the time. How do you make time for everything? And what is your plan for you graduate
next year?
So can you talk about it a little bit? Like
Yeah,
how you
sure.
fit it all in, and what are your plans after graduation?
So my one answer would probably be I don't sleep that much during the school year. It can be tricky balancing like my solo stuff with schoolwork. But I am a music composition major, so I can, this kind of fits in. I think of it, I'm always growing, yeah. I mean, this is kind of one aspect of my study, I suppose. But I'm hoping to go on in composition after graduating next year. Hopefully write some stuff for MYRO, score some more films.
Awesome. That sounds like a solid plan.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.